You thought part 1 was disturbing? We barely scratched the surface. In the last video, we explored the Twilight Zone, but today, we are descending past the point of no return. The deeper we go, the rules of biology break. Sunlight vanishes, pressure becomes crushing, and the animals stop looking like animals and start looking like glitches in the simulation. We are dropping to 10,000 meters. Do not hold your breath. At 2,000 meters, we meet the cleaning crew. The giant isopod looks like a roach the size of a football, but it doesn't hunt. It waits. It is a corpse eater. When a whale dies and sinks, these things swarm the carcass in the hundreds. Their metabolism is so terrifyingly slow. They can survive 5 years without a single bite of food. They are statues. Waiting for death to rain from above. As we descend into the midnight zone, invisibility becomes a weapon. Most predators have big teeth. The dragonfish has transparent teeth. It isn't just hard to see. It is physically impossible to see the bite coming. It dangles a bioluminescent light from its chin. A lure in the eternal darkness. By the time a fish sees the glow, it is already inside the dragonfish's stomach. But some creatures here don't need to hide, because they haven't changed since the dinosaurs. The frilled shark is a living fossil. It hasn't evolved in 80 million years because it didn't need to. It hunts like a snake, striking out of the darkness. Inside its mouth are 300 needle-sharp teeth, all curving backwards. This is a biological trap. Once prey enters that mouth, it is physically impossible to back out. You only go deeper. This is not CGI. This is the only footage that exists, and it disturbs marine biologists to this day. The bigfin squid has arms that bend at 90-degree elbows. A movement that looks undeniably human. It drifts with 26-foot-long tentacles trailing on the floor like sticky traps. We have never caught an adult. We just see them on cameras, standing there, watching, in the deep. Having a shadow can get you killed, so the glass squid became a ghost. It is entirely transparent. But looking up, it should block the faint light from the surface. To solve this, it uses bioluminescence to match the light above it perfectly. Deleting its own silhouette, it hides in plain sight by becoming part of the water. In the darkness, the color red does not exist. It is invisible. So the loose jaw evolved a cheat code. It projects a beam of red light from its eyes. To every other fish, it is pitch black. But to the loose jaw, the ocean is lit up like a sniper scope. It is the only hunter that brings its own invisible flashlight. You think the movie Alien was fiction? Meet the phronema. This parasite finds a salp, a harmless jelly creature, and eats its insides while it is still alive. But it doesn't kill it. It hollows out the body and climbs inside, driving the corpse around the ocean like a biological tank. It lays its eggs inside the walls of its victim. This is nature at its most sadistic. Most sharks bite you with their face. The goblin shark throws its face at you. Its jaws are not fused to its skull. When it hunts, it slingshots its entire mouth forward at maximum velocity. It is the fastest strike in the deep. It bites you before its body even arrives. Deeper still, we find a mother's sacrifice. The black-eyed squid does not abandon her eggs. She drags them. She clutches a massive sack of thousands of babies for 9 months straight. She cannot hunt. She cannot eat. She slowly disintegrates alive in the black water. Turning her own body into a shield until they hatch. Then, we see a silver glitch in the water. The sawtooth eel. It doesn't swim like a normal fish. It hangs vertically, perfectly still, disguised as a drifting silver ribbon. But the roof of its mouth is lined with rows of inward-pointing, saw-like teeth. It isn't just a fish. It is a floating, serrated blade waiting in the dark. finally, the megamouth shark. This giant doesn't chase you. It invites you in. It swims with its massive jaws wide open. The inside of its mouth glows with a silvery light. In the pitch black, tiny prey swim toward the glow, thinking it is safety. They realize too late that the light at the end of the tunnel is a throat. We are now at the thermal vents. An underwater hellscape. Water shoots out here hot enough to melt lead. Yet, the Pompeii worm sits right on the chimney. Its tail is baking in 176-degree water. Its head is in freezing cold. It survives by wearing a fleece of bacteria that insulates it from the heat. It lives where life should be impossible. We have barely scratched the surface. But if you started here, you missed the beginning of the descent. To see the monsters that guard the shallow depths, check the link to part 1 in the description. Go watch it if you have the stomach for it.